Hello, my name is Colin Doyle. I'm a Senior SE at Juniper Networks, and this is going to be the first in my series for JNCIA, or Introduction to Junos, for any of you viewers that are just starting to cut your teeth on Juniper hardware, software, and the Junos operating system. I wanted to make the first video about the resources that are available to you, both as they directly relate to either a certification or training track, and then just useful links in general. And one of the first things that pieces of feedback that I provided when I first got hired at Juniper and went through the onboarding process was that it would be great if there was, a link that you sent, or pardon me, a file that you sent that had all the bookmarks, links to common stuff and places to go. And that's something actually now that when new people get hired in the team, I share with them. It's just, it's not everything you're ever going to need, but it will get you going. So knowing where to look for stuff, great. I'm going to start at the juniper.net website. And we're going to go first on the certification track. We actually have a link right here on the front. And that'll take us to this page. It'll actually show all of the certs that we have available. This automation in DevOps and cloud, these certs here at the top, these are actually fairly new because this is just the direction the industry is going, and we're trying to be a leader there. The courses, if you click on any of them, will take you to another page, which will kind of give you a sense of the prereqs and what's going to be actually included in the test, what your foundational knowledge is going to have to be in order to pass. And we can go back, click here, and we go under Programs and Resources. This Junos Genius is an app you can actually install on your mobile device. It's pretty cool, flashcards, and kind of help facilitate your training. We can go to books. These are awesome. Actually download them and keep them on my local machine at all times. Specifically, I'm talking about these day one libraries here. It starts out day ones, but these are great. We've got a lot here, but if you dig, you'll find ones that are like, setting up an EX switch day one, Cisco to Juniper day one, where it covers security and switching, and it has like side-by-side comparisons and configurations. These day one guides are really meant to be the kind of thing that you can just pick up and just do something. They're kind of written with a less formal, more casual kind of cadence to them, and almost conversational. They are really great. These are the things I give to people on day one when they want to start learning Juniper. Obviously, there's the O'Reilly books and what have you. Another great resource, obviously, this is going to be less training, just more useful stuff. You can go to kb.juniper.net. That'll take you to our knowledge base. There's also a link to that off the homepage. Pathfinder is awesome. And, I don't want to forget about the day one guides either. Take this back. Pathfinder is an awesome tool, and this is an example of a tool that I use frequently, and it's public-facing. I use the Feature Explorer and the Hardware Compatibility tool the most. Usually when I'm looking at hardware compatibility, I'm matching up optical transceivers to specific hardware platforms to make sure that they've been tested for compatibility. We don't do any sort of vendor lockout, but we do validate transceivers on certain platforms. And certainly when you start to get up into the 40 and 100 gig, and even some of our 200 gig packet optical, it becomes fairly important to make sure that you're on brand, just because they're more sophisticated transceivers and obviously more expensive, which likely means that they're being used in more mission-critical areas. The Feature Explorer is awesome too. It lets you sort by product or release version, and then just see what features have been introduced. If you're waiting for a feature or you want to see when something was added, this is where you go. You can kind of see the other stuff here. And the last thing I'm going to look at, and we can start running out of time, is the Jumpstart courses. If you're just learning Juniper, or even if you actually have some foundational knowledge and you want to sort of expand your knowledge, just come here, search for Jumpstart. If you go to this first link, it'll take you to a sign up for a newsletter. You just get a list once a quarter of what the upcoming courses are. You can scroll down, you can find things like free training, and that is exactly what this is. Jumpstart is a free training program that we run. It's proctored. We do a bunch of them every quarter. We send out a new schedule every quarter if you signed up for the newsletter. It covers these topics, and there actually are some specialty ones you'll find out about if you're on the newsletter. And if you can't send any of them live, you can actually download and stream, any of the courses that have actually been recorded prior. This is awesome, and it's free, and it's clueful. They'll actually show you config examples, and you can ask questions. It's great. So I'm going to end that here, and the next couple of videos, we're just going to start rolling right into foundational stuff for the JNCIA.